It's currently really muggy and hot here in the UK right now, so I apologise for any like fan or wind, anything, my sweat. As you can see, I'm in a slightly better place than I was the last clip. I don't know what I said in it. I remember saying something about a plane shutting the fuck up. Said something about my agoraphobia and Connie, fuck, what's her name? Connie Nuderella, but her name's Connie. I remember Connie, I don't remember the last name. I remember her coming out with her story about how she went insane for 2 years and didn't tell anyone, and I was like, holy shit, that's what's happening to me. And I was explaining how I was going to go to a doctor and all this other stuff. None of that has happened. What has happened is I had a couple panic attacks the night that I went to Benidorm, or the night before should I say, and then I went to Benidorm and my anxiety was wavering a bit. I will admit I was very anxious when I was out there, and it was tough for me and Aoife to keep everything going and fun. We went and we came back. I almost had a panic attack the night before we left. Aoife was sitting on the sofa next to me and I just suddenly shot up and almost started screaming the place down again. But I managed to like keep it in and take some diazepam to calm me down. I only took diazepam during the trip to make sure that'd be okay, because my mum's the only one who could really bring me out of them and she wasn't there. I came back from Benidorm and either, I think it was a day or two later, I had another massive panic attack. You're surprised. And this was a few days before I went back to work. I screamed the place down. I was terrified. I woke my mum up again. It was at like 3 AM. And it was horrible. And I hate having these panic attacks, and it really does fuck with me in a way. I have cleaned my room today for the first time in a month. A whole month. My room, I've just been living in filth. Like I had plastic bags everywhere, I had clothes everywhere. I hadn't put away my clothes from Benidorm. I unpacked it and I had it washed. I hadn't unpacked any or put it away. There was like food wrappers and everything everywhere. It was gross. My hair is like this because I've kept it in a bun for like 3 weeks straight. I don't take my hair down anymore because it's too hot. They messed up with my meds again. They didn't give me them again. They were like, oh, you're meant to be on 45s, and we're like, no we're not, we're meant to be on 30s and then 15s and then the new meds. So they gave me more 45s to just until they could get the proper prescription, which was stupid because I've been taking 30s at this point. So I'm back on 30s now and have a couple of days left of that, I think, because they ended up giving me 15s, and then my pharmacist called and she was like, yeah, they've been doing it wrong. And we're like, we know. So she was like, just take 2 15s until you're out of them, and then we'll give you the 15s, and then we can put you on your new medicine, which is Venaflex 15. I hope I said that right. I will try. I have not had any bad panic attacks since. I've had the mere click of one and it goes away happily. I'm glad I haven't. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm cured. I'm just happy I haven't had anything that bad in a long time. I have been slightly depressed, so it's been hard for me to do things a lot. I applied for a different job and I didn't get it, and that depressed me a lot for a couple of days, but I got over it. I am currently back at work. I have just come off a 4-day work week, which is the first one I've ever had, and it's really tough. I'm really tired, but I'm currently trying to set up my VR. I got a VR and there's a video coming on it. If I can get all the pieces I need. The whole process of that was I needed a graphics card, and then now I need a new power supply for my computer because the power supply doesn't work with the graphics card because the power supply is from like 5 years ago. And then I'll film my reaction playing with that for the first time. And then, Jesus, next Friday, 7th of June, I'm going to be streaming FNAF Help Wanted on YouTube. I'm going to try and figure it out. If it doesn't work, it will have to be on Twitch because that's the only platform that seems to work right now with streaming, for me at least. So, like, I'll probably announce it again because I have another video coming out this week. So I'll announce it properly there and I'll tell you like what time and stuff. Or if you want, you can go on my Discord, follow my social media, and then I'll tell you when the stream will be from then on. I did need to talk about some other things this month, but I didn't get around to it because I was very depressed and anxious the whole month, and I wasn't editing as fast as I needed to be. Plus I've been back at work. Well, someone wanted me to talk about like online situations and how words can affect you and stuff. So I wrote up a brief explanation of my thoughts and stuff like that. I haven't had this happen a lot to me. The only times I can truly recall is when someone told me they gave me AIDS, or I gave them AIDS from watching my video. This was back in 2015. And then recently when someone's like, oh, you copied this person, you're stupid, on my hello neighbor theory. How can I copy them? I have never heard of the person they said. Like, I've never heard of you, never heard of the person you said. I typed in the name of the person they said and they don't exist. I can't find it anywhere. I was like, what are you doing? First ever hate comment I ever got was on a story I wrote. And it was the first one I'd ever published. And I will admit my writing style was shit. I couldn't write. I was like 14 and I hadn't developed a writing style. I wasn't very good at grammar. I wasn't very good at English at this point. So it was bad, and someone called me out and said, this is shit. You should never write again. I don't remember the comment. If I can find it, I'll put it here. But that didn't stop me. I'm currently writing the last draft of my first book. I have started writing my second book. I have so many more books planned, I just need the time to do it. And yeah, there's no more things I needed to touch on that point of like online stuff and how it can affect you. Online stuff can affect you a lot more than in real life, because in real life you can shut yourself in your house and no one can talk to you and you'll be fine. Not really, but you get my point. You can get away from that. When you're online, it's always there. When you turn on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, anything, it's always there. That person is constantly hounding at you, trying to talk to you, and you're trying to ignore them. You're trying to be nice and they just won't stop talking to you. So my best advice is to surround yourself with people that mean a lot to you and lean on them for support. Don't be scared to lean on people for support, because sometimes you need it, because you can't do everything alone. It's physically impossible to do everything by yourself. As human beings, we were made to live among others and be social and everything like that. I don't know if this is exactly what they wanted me to talk about, but it's my take on it. And if you wanted me to talk about something else, just comment it and I will DM you, and then we can talk about doing a whole different video and talking about it. But this is just my take on what you asked for. I have more stuff to talk about. An example of online stuff getting out of hand is, what I can think of is the Tati and James Charles thing. See, I know my tea. I agree with PewDiePie's thing on this, where he said this could have easily been dealt with personally, DMs, just personal messaging, instead of outing someone on YouTube for stuff that may or may not be true. It's happened millions of times with Onion Boy, whatever you want to call him, doing it to Shane Dawson, calling him a pedo, also calling PewDiePie a pedo, and it can damage your reputation, and it's stupid. It's really fucking stupid to make allegations against someone when you don't know everything, because not only is it gonna ruin their life, it will ruin your life when people find out, oh wait a minute, they're lying. So don't rush into making allegations about people, because again, it's online, and if you make allegations like that, the person you made the allegation against is gonna get hate messaged to hell and back. They're gonna get death threats. They are gonna get so many bad things said to them, and it's gonna affect their mental health, and their mental health is gonna plummet to the depths of fucking hell. So just don't do it. Criticism is the best thing you can do. Criticism is a way of positively going, you're not completely right about that. Here's how you can fix what you're saying or what you're doing. Like, if I drew a picture and someone went, I'll spit shit in it, that's not good. That just lowers my self-esteem, makes me think I'm not a good artist, and I never will be. But if you go at it and say, oh, if you try and draw your eyes a little bit wider, it'll look more realistic. That's criticism, and it's helpful. You're not hurting my feelings, maybe slightly, but at least then I know what I can improve on and improve myself in my art and yada yada yada. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this really fast so this video is not very long. Okay, this is like a whole quote that I wrote when I was at work. This is my final statement on everything online. Be kind to each other, because you never know what's happening in someone's life. These vlogs are an example of that. I bet none of you knew that I was having horrible panic attacks, and a lot of the people I know now didn't until I told them. A lot of people I know now won't know until they watch these videos, or they won't know because they won't watch these videos. I'm not hating on them for not watching the videos, but like, sometimes stuff like this is hard to deal with and it's hard to watch, you know, and I don't hate people for that, because I understand that it's hard to listen to this and understand it. So I don't hate people if they don't. I hate people if they don't try. But in summary, choose your words carefully, and just be mindful that people are probably going through a lot behind the scenes. I'm not standing up for like pedos or, you know, people who have been outed as sexually harassing people or assaulting people, raping people, people who are just, or people who've been outed for like murder or whatever. I'm just saying, be more careful with allegations and stuff, because sometimes, not all the time, they're not true and you ruin someone's life for no good reason. A lot of the time it is true and you should hate the person, because if people do stuff like that, they truly are evil. Yeah. Okay. That is the end of mental health for me. It's the last day of May now. I'm exhausted from talking about mental health, dealing with my mental health. So mental health content will come back, because I still have a whole other video about mental health. It's all about mental health songs, like what are the best ones that talk about mental illness and songs. But I'm gonna save that for a while, because I need to just edit some happier stuff and put out some happier stuff. I just need a little bit more positivity, because there's so much negative shit happening right now that I need a break from it. You'd think I'd had a break on Benidorm, but no, my thoughts are just hard to deal with. So I am going to edit this video now and try and get it out for the 31st of May, which is today. This is today. It won't be out. I don't know when it'll be out, but I have to go to Curry PC World and get a new power supply. So I'm going to be editing from now until then. Ow. And I have to draw my last mermaid. And hopefully tomorrow you will be seeing a mermaid review of all the mermaids I drew this month, if you aren't following me on Instagram and haven't seen it there. So I'll put it here as well. These vlogs don't have an outro, so my hair looks good if I do this. These vlogs don't need an intro or outro, but be kind. I'm in a better mood today, especially because I have my VR and I'm excited about something for the first time in a month. So stop bullying people, be kind, and take care of your mental health. And I shall see you guys for some happier, positive content in the upcoming days and weeks.